I went down to the river this morning. The bird was singing. It's beautiful. Spring is here. A couple of weeks ago, one of the viewers wrote me and asked me, how did you warm up a dish? How did you make a dish look fresh again? Now, I thought about this quite a bit. Now, most of the time, if I warm up a dish for myself, I would just warm it up in the microwave. But however, there are times that I have more ingredients, the dish is quite full, then I will warm it up with adding some fresh ingredient. And I can make it look almost freshly cooked. But of course, it depends on the type of dish. Now, this video is a good example. I cook a tofu dish which is relatively large and cooked with shrimp and different kinds of vegetables. And we ate about half of it, and I have the other half which is large enough to make another meal. But in order to warm it up, I do a little trick. Now, my wife do not like leftover that much. However, by using this trick, I can make the dish almost like look is fresh. And I was able to add ingredients I know that she will enjoy. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how do I warm up this dish with some additional ingredients. The fast cooking system has 4 components, that is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. I developed the fast cooking system to make it as flexible as possible. And one of the importance of the flexibility is that to have all the ingredients available to you anytime when you want it. And this is where advanced prepping really comes in. Now, advanced prepping is most useful when you cook with templates rather than with recipe. Because with template-based cooking, you can select the recipes or select the ingredients that you have available to you. So in this case, you can make adjustment according to what you think that will work best for the particular dish. Now, in this case, flavor chasing really comes in. And the reason why flavor chasing plays such an important role is because I choose the ingredients to remake this dish. And these additional ingredients will make the dish have a different characteristics. Because I know my wife loves bacon. So I always have some bacon on hand. Now, we take the saying of moderation is the key. So when I use bacon, I only use a small amount. It used as a flavoring or as a condiment rather than as the main ingredients. Because when you use this, you will still get the benefit of the flavor of the bacon together with other ingredients, mainly vegetables. I mean, vegetable tastes great by itself, but when you add bacon to it, it adds a new dimension to the dish. Now, particularly in the case if you love bacon, you will find the bacon will play a significant role in how to make the dish more interesting. Now, one thing about the bacon there is crispiness. Bacon, because of that crispy texture, it gives bacon this unique characteristics. And of course, bacon is also salty. So when you put it in a dish that are relatively mild in flavor, the bacon can really stand out. Another significant aspect of bacon is that bacon contains a lot of fat. And this oil that produced by the bacon can also make the dish taste better. Now, I think people make a mistake when they eat bacon, or mistake is not the right word. People just sometimes eat bacon, they forget about the benefits of the oil that are produced. Now, you might say that this oil might not be healthy to you, but for a small amount, it actually works really well. Now, in the past, people used to think animal fat is bad because animal fat has monosaturated fatty acid. But that perception has changed significantly. Now, we actually do not view animal fat to be bad for you as what it once thought. At one point, people think that animal fat is responsible for cholesterol, and which is responsible for the presence of atherosclerotic plaque in the blood vessel. But that has changed significantly. So by adding a little bit bacon is actually can greatly enhance the dish. So my advice to you is that eat what you enjoy. But if you eat it in moderation, you will be fulfill the nutritional benefit. Because we humans are omnivores. We actually evolved to eat both animal as well as to eat plant. So moderation is truly the key. Okay, now the bacon has been fried. I set them aside. The reason I set them aside because I'm going to add it toward the end. This will maintain the crispy texture of the bacon. And ultimately, that crispy texture means a great deal. And I think everybody who eat bacon love that crispy texture. So by cooking them together with the remaining of the dishes might not be the best idea. Okay, so these are the dish that I have left over from the previous night. As you can see by itself, it is not very attractive because the dish has been, in many cases, has been picked over, so to speak. And in this dish, I have several different kinds of vegetables and with tofu, and I also have shrimp. Now, of course, I could have warmed it up in the microwave, but then it really would not look very good. And when you warm it up to the microwave, it also will not have the same appearance. But on top of that, when I do heat it up with this stir-frying method, I actually able to make use of the oil that are produced by the bacon. And the end result is the dish really take on a new characteristic, almost like a new personality. And the bacon fat will make the dish taste better. So in this case, why not take advantage of it? Now, I could have warmed up this dish with the microwave oven, but in this case, because my wife does not like leftover as much as I did, if I have eaten this by myself, I would just simply warm it up by the microwave oven. But using this method, I give the dish almost a new characteristic. And, of course, the better has yet to come. Now, I also add some fresh colored bell pepper to the dish, which I added to the end during the stir-frying process. And this makes the dish has a fresh flavor that would not have been otherwise. Because I add the colored bell pepper right at the end, the colored pepper will give the dish a nice crispy texture, a texture that would not have been possible if I just warm it up in the microwave oven. So the last but not the least, I put the bacon right on top of the dish. Now this actually add a great deal. And for my wife, this actually what makes this dish looks like a fresh dish. It makes it much more attractive to her because she loves bacon. And so that few pieces of bacon, actually I would try not to eat any of it. I let her enjoy it. But I probably should try it just to see how it goes. But the additional of bacon definitely make the dish a little bit more attractive. And now you do not feel like you are eating leftover. You feel like you are eating a dish that has been freshly cooked. Now to further increase the freshness of this dish, I add some scallion. These are the scallion that I have in my advanced prepping. This is the part of the scallion, which is the bottom part of the stem, and I cut it up into strip. And they have great onion flavor. They add a great deal to the dish. So what I demonstrate to you is that with advanced prepping, with flavor chasing, and also with template-based cooking, I am able to create a dish basically according to how I want the flavor to be. So you can find that there's so many possibilities. Once you accustom and learn the different aspects of the fast cooking system, you can make a lot of significant changes to a dish with only limited amount of effort. And this is what makes home cooking sustainable, because now you can cook almost any time you want, and you can cook any dishes that you would like. You can make adjustments and changes accordingly. Then ultimately, time is an important factor. As you can see, I can assemble this dish with unique characteristics that precisely tailor to my wife's flavor preference in only about 5 to 6 minutes. I post a video each day with the main goal is to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And hopefully, by adopting this cooking system, you will find it to be a viable alternative to fast and ultra-processed food. In such a way, it will still allow you to maintain your lifestyle, but now you can cook all your meals from scratch using all fresh ingredients. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.